When I cover a match, I try to get to the stadium at least 90 minutes before kickoff, so I have plenty of time to park, get inside, choose a position, and set up. This is also when you can shoot the players stretching and warming up, grab some portraits of the coaches, and look for groups of colorful fans or other situations that give a sense of the occasion. At the World Cup or European Championships, where there may be as many as 300 photographers crowded around the pitch, it's necessary to show up as much as 3 hours or more before the kickoff to deal with things like ticketing, seat selection, and security checks before you actually go down to the playing field. There are a number of rituals that occur before a match that make for good pictures. The teams enter the field together, led by the officials and team captains. These days, the players are often accompanied by young children dressed in replica uniforms. And if it's an international match, national anthems are played. Then the players and officials shake hands and the captains meet for the coin toss. And finally, just before kickoff, both squads will pose briefly for formal team portraits. Normally, photographers are not allowed to stand or move about during the match, though you can change sides during halftime. Photo positions are behind a line, a safe distance behind the goal line. At professional matches, there are usually advertising boards along this line, behind which the photographers need to sit. Very often, it's also allowed to shoot along one or both sidelines, as long as doing so doesn't block the view of the spectators. I prefer to sit between 5 and 15 meters from the corner flag, either down the sideline or behind the goal line. If I know I'm going to focus on a goalkeeper or a defender, or the action in the middle of the field, I'll work from the sideline. An end-line position works better for catching attackers running toward you, or for shooting goal-mouth action with a shorter lens. If you want to get a goal celebration picture, remember that a player who has just scored usually runs in the direction of his team bench. The reason I like these positions close to the corner flag is that they generally give me the widest unobstructed view of the field and the cleanest backgrounds. Another factor is that from that position, I can cover most of the match using my longest lens, minimizing the need to switch back and forth between two different cameras. That is lost time when you can't follow the action or take a picture. During the match, it isn't always fast-paced action. There are times when the game stops, or at least slows down, for set pieces like corner kicks, free kicks, or penalties, for injuries and substitutions, or when the referee needs to caution or eject a player. Defenders organize walls, players argue with the referee or with each other, the goalkeeper reacts to a free kick by making an acrobatic save. All of these events can make for graphic and dramatic pictures. Maybe you'll need to change to a shorter or a longer lens to better frame the situation, so keep in mind that these things are going to occur sooner or later in every match, and be ready when they do. And don't be in a hurry to pack up your gear when the final whistle blows. Just after the match ends is another good opportunity for pictures. This is when players, and fans too, frequently show a lot of emotion, especially if they have just won or lost a trophy. This is when you have the best chance to get those classic joy of victory, agony of defeat pictures. Players also usually shake hands or hug and exchange shirts, while some may show their frustration or even anger at the result. These kinds of pictures are an important part of the story too.